Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about Selling Sunset. I've just finished season 4 and I am frustrated. I have an opinion most people don't agree with. But before we get into this, I'm going to give a brief summary of what the show is about. It's a show about these two twins that have their own real estate company called the Open Hand Group. They have these female realtors working for their company. The reason why I put brackets on the female because there's actually males actually work in this company. They're just not on the show. One of them even has a YouTube channel. It's a real company. So for all those rumors out there, that part is real. But let's get into how the show even got into production. The also famous producer called Adam DeVillo, who is also involved in the Hills and Laguna Beach, saw their billboard of the Open Hand Group and decided he wanted to start a reality TV show. But knowing that this guy involved in the Hills really shows you where the show is going, because the Hills is known for their fakery. It is known for the fake storylines that it throws at the audience for drama.
They wouldn't let me leave until we got in a fight over Justin.
The Hills are scripted.
I had fake relationships, fake fights.
It was filmed and I wasn't on the other end.
Which is entertaining for us, but majority of the people know it's fake. Let's just start it there. We also know producers like to cause drama or like to start drama between castmates. It happened in TV shows like One Tree Hill and in Disney where you have Zendaya and Bella. So we already know producers and people behind the scenes like to cause shit so they can have their money in their pockets. Let's just put that out there in the air. Okay? Okay. But this season 4, brings in this girl called Emma. Emma, don't know her last name, don't care to learn her last name because she brought nothing to the show except for the fact that she dated an ex of Christine. But this girl, Emma, she has her own business. She's part-time real estate for the Open Hand Group and she comes to stir the pot. Let's be honest. And the first thing we know about her, she has her own business with the empanadas. She has burger empanadas, pizza empanadas.
They're not even empanadas.
And good for her. We love people who are filling their wallet with cash. We love that. Did we need her to mention her business every 5 seconds? We get it. You have your own business of empanadas. You don't have to show it to us every scene you get, every chance you get. Why do you have to? We're not gonna let another woman tear us down. And I'm like, when has Christine ever tore you down? Like, I'm trying to think, but when has she ever tore you down? You met her the first time when you were dating her ex, and of course she's gonna be mad. She's gonna be upset. Any female would be upset if they found their man that they've been sleeping with another girl. And then she wants to try to play like, oh, I was just innocent. I played no part in it. Yes, you didn't play no part in it, but your man's was. That's the man you're dating. Wouldn't you be a little bit curious? And this is a little tip for you here. If a guy is talking about his ex and he mentions all these wrong things about her, but he cannot mention one thing that he did wrong in that relationship, the red flag should be waving. Your spidey sense should be tingling because he's playing some fuckery game. He part in that relationship. You're gonna find out what he did wrong when you guys are together. Christine used to date this guy called Peter Cornell, who also worked at the Open Hand Group. And while they were dating, she found out he was also dating another girl called Emma. And Christine found out, she got upset like any normal female would and went apeshit on the girl and the guy. She was upset. That is justifiable, I think. Personally, you might have your other opinions, but this is my video. And Christine got upset that her friend Mary and Jason didn't take her side with it, and she felt like they left her and became friends with the Emma girl. And Christine didn't even know that they were still friends, and that hurt her. And so that's the main storyline of the season. Do we like Emma? I feel like she takes anything Christine does and makes it into a big deal. Oh my gosh. Like when Christine comes to bring her child to the Oppenham office. She says, hey, how are you? She makes it a big deal like, oh my God, like you haven't met me? Like, what do you want her to do? Do you want her to be a bitch to your face? I thought everyone's talking about positivity and being nice to co-workers. I don't know why that's such a big deal. Please tell me how it's so wrong to, even though you don't like someone, to be like, hey, how are you? How is everything going? Please tell me. Please help me understand why that's so wrong. Please comment it down below so I can understand, because clearly I have a problem seeing what was the big deal. And then there was another deal where they're talking about how Christine sent messages to her about new information about this man called, don't even remember at this point, Josh. Is it Josh? Is it Joshua? What is his name? Peter. His name is Peter. And they automatically link it to Christine. First of all, you could tell by Christine's eyes that she did it in the beginning when they were first dating. You could tell by her eyes. You can look in her eyes and she knows like, oh, is she talking about before? Because she did it before. She just didn't do it now. Do you think she cares about this guy still? To send a message to this girl, Emma, about how she has new information about this guy? I think it was one of the producers, to be honest, and they were just trying to stir the pot. Another thing that got brought up was that Christine got engaged to this so-called ex called Peter. He proposed to her before he proposed to Emma. I personally think that it was false. I think it was Christine doing what Christine does to cause drama for the show. Because if there's no drama, there's no show. And she should have gave Davina a heads up and been like, yo, I lied about these. Give her like a woo-hoo. Then she would have said, I would personally not like to talk about it. This is not my drama. If you're getting mad at this whole loyalty, having her back, guys do it all the time. They're like, hey, yo, can you cover me for me? I was not at the place where I said I was. So why is it such a big deal when Christine wants that? I'm just saying. Put your thoughts and comments down below because I really want to get your opinion. And since we're talking about Davina, I think Davina's just trying to do what she's trying to do. She's trying to survive. You know, she just got fired, or she didn't get fired. She left. She got a warning about her being nice to other people. And I don't think she's trying to be a negative person. It just comes out harsh. And not a lot of people can deal with that harsh, straight to the point kind of person. It's not for the weak, like Chrishell. And in the storyline of the ex of Christine and Emma, Heather was also involved. Heather was also involved in this little weird timeline where he dated Christine and then he had a fling with Heather. And then 2 months after that, he marries Emma. Like something does not seem right, you know? You know what I mean? The timeline, like, huh? Like, huh? Because this man is trash. And the fact he's friends with Jason explains it already, because Jason, he cheated on Mary. So if they're friends, what's that saying? Birds of a feather flock together. But if Emma's still with him, good luck to her. I wish her all the best. And Heather got mad that Christine mentioned that she had a fling with this guy. And she got so upset and she got so mad. And I'm like, why are you so mad about a fling? And about Christine mentioning about this fling. Like, was it more serious than it was? If it was me and I'm married and somebody mentions like, oh, you were an ex of this person. I'm like, yeah, it had a thing. It wasn't serious. Bye. I saw some people on Twitter. They're like, why don't they just bring the guy and we'll end all this drama? You know this guy's timeline. He's not going to be telling the truth. He's going to be lying until the sky falls down. He'll be lying until Mother Mary comes back to earth. Which will never happen. He's gonna lie to his teeth. Through his teeth? Is it through his teeth? I don't know. But he's gonna be lying. So I was trying to look online about Christine saying things about Heather and her husband, Tariq. And the reason why they're not friends, this is a good one, is because Christine said that Tariq and Heather remind her of Heidi and Spencer. And she will call them Spidey. That's the only thing I could find online. Are you kidding me? Is that the... You... There better be I can't even speak. There better be a better reason than that. Because if that is the only reason you guys aren't talking, you guys are sensitive as hell. You need to... I don't know. They complained about paparazzis following them and taking pictures of them. And she got annoyed because she knows that the way paparazzis work is that you call them majority of the time, unless you're big time like Britney and the Kardashians. If you're not that big, you call the paparazzis and tell them where you are so they can take a picture of you. That's how it really works. If you didn't know that, now you know. Because Tariq, I didn't even know who Tariq was. Tariq, am I saying it right? I don't care. But we didn't even know who Tariq was until the show. He had a successful realtor business. But if you're not into that stuff, you won't even know who he was. I'm pretty sure you're not that big, because I would have known who you were. Not to knock down your success, but I'm just saying you're not that famous. And then they got mad about that. And that is the reason why they're not friends anymore. Whew. That's the reason. And then so Tariq comes back and says like, oh, we don't like the way Christine talks. We don't like her big mouth. Doesn't know how fame works because she's trying to be famous and she's not famous. Doesn't she have 2.2 million followers on Instagram? How much do you have? Last time I checked, it was 1 point something million, and then Heather has a pretty good amount, 1.9. I think she pretty knows how fame works, especially since she's the one who's getting covers in Vogue. Like, I don't know why that bothers you so much. Why? It's because you want to be more famous and you really aren't? Like, honestly, what Christine said about Heather, how she's spineless, I honestly agree. She flows with the wind. She goes with the turn. She's like a branch going down the river. Now let's talk about the main character of the show, Chrishell. She was the new cast from season 1, and she's been through it for 4 seasons. 5, because there's going to be another season. I find her annoying. I know a lot of people love her and like her, and I agree, she's a strong female. I think what she went through was sad, and the fact that she was able to come out of it, I applaud her. I give her a round of applause. But I still don't like her, and I find her annoying. Hell, I don't know what it is. She likes to play, this is what it is. She likes to play the victim. The reason why Chrishell and Christine don't get along, notice how Christine is in every plot. But the reason why they don't like her is because Chrishell in the season 1 talked shit about Mary's man. About how she should get a prenup, how he doesn't have a job, and how Mary is basically taking care of them, right? Christine got a wind of all these things she was saying about her best friend at the time. She goes and defends Mary, which I would have loved. Yes, I agree that Christine went a little harsh on Chrishell, but the way Mary was like, bye, after her friend defended her. But the scoop on this whole scene, the producers, we know we love how the producers like to stir things up. Producers are like, if nothing happens, we won't have another season. So Christine was like, damn, like, I need to bring the drama so we can have another season. That's why you see her going off on Chrishell. And then another tea I heard it through the grapevine, is that Chrishell and Christine were actually friends. They were at each other's house, they would talk and they would chat. Like, after filming sometimes, they would like check on each other and be like, hey, are you good? But then I feel like the producers got involved way too much, and Christine wanted to create drama, and Chrishell couldn't handle it. So I think that's why it kind of was the final toll on why they're not friends anymore. I just don't like Chrishell. And let's go to the next person. Okay? Let's go to Mary. Mary looks like she's on the verge of a breakdown. She looks like she's going through it. At least when Christine's there. She looks like she is fighting a battle. She looks like she's fighting demons. Because that girl, you just see in her face, she is just, I don't even have the words for it. I'm just lost for words. She's just so stressed. She has so much anxiety that you just see it in her face. The thing is with Mary, for some reason, I cannot trust a single word that comes out of her mouth. I don't know if it's just me or if other people feel like this. Please comment it down below. But I feel like I can't trust anything that comes out of her mouth. She gives me that energy. And with her and Christine, she literally talks shit about her husband on the show.
There was an overlap.
Blah, de blah, de blah. If you were a so-called real friend or even just a friend, why would you even mention that? I feel like she was never really on Christine's side, let's be honest. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, something about Mary just is off. So she says all these things about her relationship and her husband and how she got engaged so quickly. And then she expects her to tell her things. They also haven't been talking for a while, but she still expects Christine to tell her things. Like, you guys aren't even close. Why are you getting butthurt if she's not telling you things and you're finding it on social media? That's what I'm trying to understand. And then Romain. Romain is her husband. If I didn't say his name, that's who her husband is, Romain. They were married since March 2018. So the whole storyline about them getting married and having issues was all fake because they were already married. Mary herself said it. So don't think I'm spreading rumors, because it's true, because it came out from her own mouth. Romain said something that was funny on season 4. He said, why doesn't she get over it? Really? Get over it. Weren't you butthurt about what Davina said in season 3 or season 2? Or you want her to get over it? You get over it. You get over what Davina said. And then we can talk. Gosh, he's so annoying. Honestly, I don't know what it is about him. This is nothing. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. Maybe I am. He's probably a great guy. And I'm happy that he treats Mary great. But sometimes I just want to punch him in his face. Not personal. I don't know. On the cast, there's Maya. She just found out she's having her 3rd child. Congratulations. Love that for her. We have Amanda. I think she finally got a house and she now has full custody of her children. Yay. We love Amanda on the show. What we have is Vanessa. She's a new person on the Open Ham group. We also love her. We love her positivity. I think the thing with Vanessa, I think she really brings the good side of Christine, which I really love. And I love how she just says what's on her mind. I love that about her. And she's not gonna back down. She's not gonna be fake like Chrishell. And then we have the final scene of season 4. Now that is a mess. So if you don't know Christine, because I've mentioned her name 24/7, she's literally the main character of the show. I know they try to make Chrishell the main character, but let's be honest, it's Christine. This girl was barely in the office and her name is still mentioned. She is pregnant. I think she's 9 months pregnant on the show and she's ready to pop out. We love that for her. She still looks amazing. There's this rumor going around how her pregnancy was fake because she looked amazing after she gave birth, but she's been exercising the entire time she was pregnant. She's the type of person that doesn't really gain weight. She has like a fast metabolism. So usually when that happens, it's easier to go back to how you used to. And I know some people are like, she's like the unrealistic body type, and
It's kind of this false image of what people should look like.
but that's her natural body type. What do you want her to do? That's her, how she naturally is. If she's natural skinny, let her be natural skinny. That's just my opinion. Probably gonna get hate for that, but what are you gonna do? So she just given birth, and so she left the office for like maybe 3 weeks. And Jason, one of the broker, was like, oh, Christine is gonna come back to the office and she's gonna get her desk back because that was her desk.
She's every right to come back.
Her desk is hers.
No, it is. No,
Yes.
that's not fair. When the entire office.
I'm telling you, it's not
does
up for
not-
debate.
No, then I will move my desk, and everyone else will
You guys
move
And
theirs.
all these girls, oh
Okay.
my god, these girls were whining and complaining about her desk. Get over yourself, please. Like, you are reacting like children. That's her desk. Like, Why are you so butthurt about her getting her desk back? Like, do you hear yourself? Because Emma was only just a replacement, okay? She's a replacement.
Know your damn role and shut your damn mouth.
A lot of people were having issues with her, which is understandable. But do you think it's a good time to do it when everyone's drinking? This girl just gave birth and she almost died giving birth. And she might be going to postpartum depression, which is a real thing. And then you guys want to gang up on her when all of y'all been drinking? Do you think that's the best time to do it? Do you honestly think that's the best time to tell her how you feel? I think this should have been a lunch thing when everyone was relaxing, there's no drinks involved, and you can all have a conversation like adults. I don't think that was a good scenario. And as Christine was walking up to the group, she was saying hi, and some of the girls weren't even saying hi back. Let's put ourselves in Christine's shoes. Do you think you're gonna want to have a conversation and get deep and cry in front of those people? You think she's gonna want to do that in front of people that can't even say hi to her? Of course, I'm gonna be good. I don't want to cry. I don't want to get emotional right now. And the scenes that Heather was waiting for Christine for a while, and she was trying to go on vacation. She was gonna miss her flight. She was gonna be late. And that's why Heather was upset. I understand that. No one likes to wait for a person. I understand that. I honestly feel sorry for her. But I think it wasn't the good atmosphere to do so. I think Christine was open to talking to Heather, but she wasn't open to talking to the entire group. And I know the girls wanted to come together to call her out on her bullshit, which I understand that. But it was too gangy. It was too cliquey. All the girls are like, we're going together. We're going to defend you. We're going to this and we're going to that. I honestly don't agree with that. In the end of the day, Christine is the main character of the show. Whether you like it or not, there would be no show without her. So for all you Christine haters out there, be grateful she's even in the show.
Behind us, like just making out, they're like almost like literally about to have sex. Oh, that's yeah, wow, that's crazy.